This is MC Studderz, and you're listening to Breaking Records Radio.
What's up? This is Deluxe.
Jamie Madrock.
Man, this your man's Obi Trice.
This is Ad-Lib.
Yo, what up? This is Spesh One.
This is Spesh K.
Hot Rock's the motherfucking Skot MC.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records Radio out here.
This is Breaking Records Radio.
Check them out, man.
Breaking Records Radio, and the place to be, you know what it is, your host Maloney. And right now we have a special guest with us, representing Brantford, Ontario.
519.
You know what it is. Shout outs, man. We got MC Studderz. What's up, my man?
Not much. What's happening, brother?
Yeah, just chilling, man. You know what it is. You guys got me all high as shit right now.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
I don't even smoke like this no more. I'm hitting dabs and shit, so yeah, I'll probably sleep after you guys hop in the limo and get out of here or something like that, but you know what's up. Either way, man, so tell them a little bit about yourself.
Rapper from Brantford. I got a variety of different rap styles. I do my own original work, and I do parody songs and pretty much like a multi-rapper type deal. I've been writing raps for years, but only more recently have started recording and editing and everything like that.
Word. And so you just put out a brand new track, actually.
Yes, it's actually called Studderz. It's just, to be honest, I don't know if it's actually about anything. It's just
kind of
whatever I wrote down.
Yeah.
Because some of my tracks have actual meanings, of course, and then others just are when I'm high, just writing down whatever and then turning it into a rap.
It's funny actually, because a lot of people, like, what people call it now is freestyle when you rap off the top of the head, right?
Yeah.
But if you actually ask, like, the old school generation, what freestyle was like those type of tracks, like, where you just go in and bar out. You know what I mean? Like, tracks that had no particular direction. You know what I mean? Just, like, punchline joints and, like, that kind of shit. And, like, a lot of old what Big Daddy Kane was and shit would be that, right? So it's just, it's funny how the oh, she would get right in there. So I'm trying to cut her out of the video too, right? Like I keep like moving so she's like in the shot, and then she just walks right up to it. Oh, fucker.
So yeah, no, I've tried actually doing it just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I find it a lot easier and more relaxed if I just smoke a fat doob and write out some raps.
Yeah, it's better to, I think it's personally better to write your lyrics. There's a huge trend of people not writing lyrics anymore and just going in the booth and saying whatever they feel like sounds good. But no, I think that to write a good piece of like music, you have to actually sit there and write it. Like yeah.
No,
but
I'm working on a few different types of albums, from my original works to the parody songs to the weed parody songs, because I have a lot of lyrics that are about marijuana.
Yeah.
And all the way up to a Christmas weed album, parody album, and an album that's Disney on weed.
Say a word.
Where I just remake Disney songs about weed, so hopefully I don't get sued for that, though. I'm putting them out there.
Word up, man. That's dope. So what can we expect for you, like, music-wise, to be coming out? Like in the soon future?
In total, I got about 60 plus tracks that I have to record and then edit and then release.
Yeah.
I want to do it so that I release like a couple originals and then a couple parody songs.
Yeah.
But one of my main ones is When I'm Rich, which is a track that I'm gonna be releasing in the next few months with a music video.
Okay.
We're partnering up with this Sanderson Center.
Yeah, you were telling me about that, yeah.
In Brantford to get some shots in there. And then, of course, partnering up with my limousine sponsor, because every rapper rides in a limousine, right? So, gotta get that in there. And, but that's the actual first track that I'm gonna make a
video for?
Music video for.
Okay, cool. And for people that want to check out the joint Studderz, where can they find that?
On my website, stanleycola.com/Studderz.
Word up.
We're working on a lyrical video for that track.
Okay, cool. So it'll be up on YouTube and stuff?
It will be up on my upcoming YouTube channel, Wreckords.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, man. And speaking of Studderz, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's a upcoming label that I'm planning. Like, I want to release my own tracks, at least a good portion of them, and then I want to start Wreckords even with investors and everything like that.
Yeah.
And rent out a spot and get a studio and everything like that. But I want to sign on Canadian indie artists and then help them work their way up the ladder by covering everything from A to Z, from advertisement to editing to logos to promotion to media relations, like you name it. And then yeah, just help them move up the ladder.
Word up. And do you have any artists specifically in mind at the moment or that you're working with, or?
I will be doing a track with Hatchet, who's actually a Toronto rapper. He's more of a freestyler though. He does.
Yeah.
He does it off the top of his head, and he's in like the battle leagues and everything like that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I also want to get in with some Brantford artists right from the hometown, so then get them in some tracks and some music videos. Because I like working with local artists and companies and everything, as opposed to big name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of keeping it local, you got a sponsor with the collective.
I got tons of sponsors.
Tell us a little bit about the sponsors, you know, shout them out.
One of them.
Get this money.
Yeah. Well,
pay your bills.
one of them is the collective in Brantford on Brant Ave. It's a skateboarding shop, which I'm sure as you see, I don't even skateboard.
Yeah.
But, nice guys over there, man. They hooked me up huge when I went in there, actually. And then, as of right now, other than the upcoming Sanderson Center, that's the only sponsor that I have in town. But I also have Peak Jerseys, which is a jersey company.
Yep. You were rocking one of them, right?
Yeah, this is it right here, actually. My boy over there is wearing one as well, but
You got on the camera.
yeah, we got these ones here, right?
Awesome.
Repping Toronto. But and then aside from them two, we got Young Luxury Regimen right here, who's gear, t-shirts, hats.
Let's go back.
Mine's even better, yo. Mine's 519.
You got the custom bag.
Yeah, bro.
Shirts too. Like, you do custom shirts too.
And tell them a little bit about where they can get your stuff.
I got Instagram account, Facebook, website as well, youngluxuryregimen.com. We're out of Brantford as well. Yeah, I'm the owner here. That's just the main logo that we got producing. He's also got a new design on his shirt here. Can't stop, won't stop. So yeah, that's been going all right. You can check us on the website, Instagram, Facebook. It's all Young Luxury Regimen.
All right, dope, man. And anything else as far as the sponsors go that you want to shout out?
Yeah, actually, Deluxe Limousine, the ones who brought us here.
Yeah.
Couldn't be here without them. Actually, picked us up in the Caddy limousine. So
That's awesome.
Luxed Out actually is a jewelry company on Instagram.
Yeah.
And they sent me this necklace because I'm actually trying to contact Shaquille O'Neal for one of my other projects, and I have been doing so for 3 years now.
Yeah.
Actually, because he's a hard guy to get a hold of course. But so my jersey sponsor gave me a Shaquille O'Neal jersey, So I'm making a track to send over to Shaq through radio, try and get his attention that way, because I've tried everywhere else. So
Yeah.
why not use my talent to
Try to do it in another
try it
fashion.
up? And then we got Spliff on site from Hamilton, which is actually a dispensary. We got them for a couple of our other projects that we're doing, but I also have them for any product seen in my music videos.
Oh yeah.
Will be supplied by them. So any weed that I'm smoking or not smoking is provided by them, and they're actually it's crazy. They're making a chocolate bar, okay, and it's the size of a door. It's the size of a fucking door, right?
Yeah.
And it has shatter all in it and everything like that. It's crazy.
Wow.
So we're gonna go there because they're having like a grand opening or whatever. So probably gonna go munch on some of that chocolate. Man.
Holy shit. The size of a door.
Of a door.
Like
A full
a
door.
full door. Like
full
not
door.
just the length of a door.
Like your front door.
Yo, do you know what I miss about being a consistent pothead? Is when you're a pothead, everything's about doing it on fucking steroids. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, everything's bigger. Like, the bigger, the more, the better. It's like I go out for dinner, it's like, I'll order 2 entrees. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I want to try both these motherfuckers and I'm going to eat it all. You know what I mean? It's like, you want to smoke a joint? Nah, man, I want to smoke a blunt. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's always about, like, doing it up. Everything's about doing it, like, on fucking steroids, man. I miss that about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I still get that. Like, when it's like, even that's what, like, the dabs and shit you guys had me doing are. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, well, I smoke a joint when we could smoke dabs. You know what I mean? It's, like, always about, like, that, like, more into everything just, yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I can't even articulate what I'm saying properly at the moment because I'm so high. Fucking dabbed up and shit. But either way, you were talking about your jersey sponsors as well, and you just, I don't know if I'm not supposed to say this on record, so we can cut that out after. But you just did some stuff. You got Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, actually, we had sent 2 jerseys to Mr. Finch and Tyrone, who are from the Rock Pile from Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
So then I spoke to my jersey sponsor, and I'm like, why not send jerseys to Ricky, Julian, Bubbles, Randy, and then send in honor one of John Dunsworth, who plays Leahy.
Yeah.
He passed away, right? So he made them up, man, and sending them out, if he hasn't already, by the end of January to their mailbag episode that they have there. So then it's like it's like them giving him a shout out without even having to ask for one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so we did that, and then once Pete Jerseys heard the track that I had released, he said that it reminded him of Rick Ross type, right?
Yeah.
Because of the way that it was edited. So now we're working on a promo video for him where I just rap out all different types of jerseys and everything like that, and do the promo video, be in the promo video, and then any jerseys that I wear in the promo video, I get to keep afterwards.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I've already gotten like 7 jerseys from him, I think, plus the ones for the Trailer Park Boys and my brother over there. And
That's fucking dope, man.
yeah, so he's helped us out a lot actually, and especially with custom. Like he's wicked with the custom work.
Man, that's dope, and I think it's an important message too for a lot of the, indie artists, is that it's kind of like the conversation we were having earlier, but it's like I hate to ask for shit. You know what I mean? Like when you said that, it's like same here. It's like sometimes I hate asking for things so much, even to inquire for an interview. It'll take me like a day or two to actually like get around to want to do it because like I just hate I have to be in like a specific mood, you know what I mean?
You're not sure what their mindset's gonna be on it.
Yeah, and like I mean really in life if you don't ask for things, you don't get them, right? But I think a lot of people kind of have that like I don't like to ask for shit mind state. But at the end of the day to get anywhere you have to, and I think it's an important lesson for a lot of artists, and I think it's one of those things that's like just ask for sponsorships, you know what I mean? You don't have to sit around and wait for them because you know sometimes you got to go out and ask for that kind of shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, when I started like getting sponsors, it was hard, obviously, because I didn't have any music out yet.
Yeah.
And most of my following was on Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah.
Right. So, but once I got those first 2 sponsors, which was the Collective and Peak jerseys, I was like, okay, that's neat. I can get what I need and give them advertising spots and everything. But then when I got the limousine sponsor and realized how easy it was, like I kind of went a little haywire and had to calm down a little bit because I had all these sponsors and hadn't even put out one track yet.
Yeah.
Right? So I'd calm down a little bit on that. But yeah, like and now with all our other projects, we're getting sponsors and it's crazy, just because even if you ask like 100 companies to sponsor you,
even if just one says yes,
that one says yes and keeps you pushing on, and that's what I did, especially with the Collective and everything like that. Like I said, I didn't have one track. No one knew me from Adam.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because my real name is Adam, but. You can edit that part out because I don't like people knowing my real name. But yeah, and I asked a lot of companies, and obviously they said no because I didn't have that backing. But that one said yes, and then
once the ball happens once, and you're like, this is possible, and each one gets easier.
It's easier because other companies notice that you have these sponsors.
Yeah,
and obviously, so.
And it's funny too that you say that because that's exactly what it was like, you know, with starting your own radio show. Because it's like the first interview we ever got that was like a decent, like a well-known name was Joel Ortiz, and I opened for him when he came to Brantford. And still, the only way I could get the interview was to do it over the phone, even though he was in Brantford. You know what I mean? So it was like, and at that time I was like, you know, you don't have any interviews under your belt. You have nothing. You're just going like on the hope of like, you know, I'm opening. So like I talked to the promoter and the promoter talked to the guy's tour manager and the tour guide manager's like, yeah, sure, do it over the phone. Right? But like after that one happened, then it was like, well, if that's possible, then I started hollering at like rapping guys like I got cool with over the years, like through social media, like Pace One and like dudes who I kind of grew up listening to, like Master Ace and like stuff like that, right? And dudes and just like, you know, like I'd kind of had some talking history with online, and then I'd be like, yo, you want to do an interview for our new radio show we started? This is kind of our aim. So they would do it, right? So even though all this stuff was over phone, it kind of built a portfolio, and then it gets easier, and then I started targeting it as when I'd noticed artists I like were coming to Ontario, or Toronto, I would try to go to the show, and they, you know what I mean? And just kind of over time, you get more confident in your ability as to where now I just like, you know, anyone, like DMC, I seen fucking his tour, or his like, basically like booking info on a poster for a show he was doing here. And oh no, sorry, I didn't, but I seen he was coming here, I seen the poster, so I went on Twitter, and on Twitter he had his booking info in his profile. So I hit up his agent, or his publicist, whatever you call her, and hit her up and was like, we'd love to do that, you know. And at this point, obviously, we've interviewed lots of people. This is years down the road, so I have a huge press kit I can send people, you know what I mean? Like, with, like, you know, basically kind of our history. But, like, you know, got a response within, like, 25 minutes, and she's like, you know, we'd love to do it, you know what I mean? And it's just like, you know, me 4 years ago would have never even took that shot. I'd have seen DMC poster and went and just paid tickets to go see the show. You know what I mean? Like, and like you never like think at that time like you're able to accomplish things, but it's like you said, you do one thing and it gets easier and easier and easier and easier until like you're
Well, even with all the sponsors that we have, not just for my music, but other projects that we have as well, because we got Stanley Cole and Stanley Cole Productions, which is like indie films and
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah, tell us a bit about some of the films you're working on too.
Well, the main one we're working on is called Breaking Our Silence, which is actually a documentary type movie about people with speech impediments, like
Okay.
I got. Yeah,
Is that what the project you were trying to get a hold of Shaq for?
yeah, because it's rumored that he, growing up, had a speech impediment. So I've tried Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, his website. Like, I don't want to seem like a stalker to this guy or
No,
anything.
but at the same time, it's persistence. That's another lesson I think a lot of young
Yeah.
people, even like,
Yeah.
need to learn is persistence, because
Well,
without
to be
persistence, you don't
honest,
get anywhere.
I even tracked down his home address in Florida and wrote him a letter
Really?
to his house, and tried his agent, like you name it, I've tried it. So, and he raps himself, and obviously through his radio station that he has, the Shaq Fu Radio. So,
See, I didn't even realize that he actually had a radio station until you told me that, yeah.
Shaq Fu. But even with all these sponsors and everything like that I have, the main love always comes from the wife. The wife at home, she does honestly most of my work. I just record. She does the editing. She does the logo, the artwork,
Oh, word.
like that banner that she made.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her.
Say word, eh?
I can't do shit like that, man. I'll be honest. I just rap, but
So you guys are a team then.
oh yeah, we're yeah. She. If it wasn't for her, then I'd just be rapping on a camera on a laptop, and
But you know what?
which I have done actually, but
that's a good, it's good to have that too, because a lot of times in a relationship you don't have a team, you know what I mean? A lot of
Yeah.
times it's the guy, if he's a musician, trying to do everything for himself, and the girl kind of like, I wish you'd spend more time with me.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's good to actually be able to have that type of team, and like a good woman will elevate you, right? So,
Yeah.
and I think with a good woman, like with her head on her shoulders, that understands the key in marketing and that kind of stuff,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it'll get you a lot further than like somebody who because a lot of times that's what we do. We rap. You know what I mean? We don't think about the other shit. We're just like, yo, we rap. We're good at rapping. Like,
Yeah.
people dig onto that, but there's all this other stuff behind the scenes that sometimes it takes artists years to realize that they need and that are important.
And to be honest, we my wife and I, we don't have any schooling for.
See, I was just gonna ask if maybe she
editing
went to
or
school for
no,
like anything.
It's all self-taught, pretty much. How-to videos on YouTube, pretty
Yeah.
much, right? Just because that's just a lot of money, man. Like the schooling and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
So we just teach ourselves pretty much and buy the equipment we need and do what we gotta do.
Word up, man. Alright, well, is there anything else you want to tell the people about that we might not have touched on?
Just I'm fucking coming in hard when I fucking release my music. So
And let them know the website one more time, all your social media.
StanleyCola.com/Studderz. That's the website, and then my Instagram is at stuttering_Stanley_519. The same with my Twitter. And I'm having an upcoming YouTube channel, Wreckords, which all my music will be uploaded there as well.
Alright, cool, man. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having us.
Look forward to
man.
working with you in the future, my man.
Yes, sir.
Take care, eh, brother?
Thank you.